here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway for the second race of the Mid-South iRacing Tour season. As we go and put up our tower here. Let's go fix a couple things really quick. An amazing turnout here in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. 42 cars here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. There's a lot of cars making the call here for throwback night at the historic 3/8 mile oval. About a minute left in the practice session before we get going in qualifying. A few things to watch for in the qualifying session. The top 15, sorry, not top 15, the top 32 cars are going to make the A main here. So we're going to have a crazy qualifying session here to see who will be able to make the race. We get ready for an awesome night of racing here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. We thank everybody that's tuning in. We hope you guys are ready for one intense qualifying session as these 42 drivers fight for the top 32 spots. So a lot of guys going for not a lot of spots here. As the practice session winds down, we are ready for qualifying. Remember, it's throwback night here tonight, so you guys are going to have to cut me a few breaks when it comes to who is on the racetrack, because everybody's in a different car than normal, so it's going to take a minute for me to get used to everything. And it is now qualifying time. Everybody strap in as the first cars start to roll out onto the speedway on track first. In the Dale Jarrett, number 88. Usually driving the 00. From Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, in the Factor S Motorsports, number 88. It is Caden Tufts making his way onto the speedway. Quick reminder to everybody, a couple cars are going to be a little bit different on the scoring tower than what you see on screen, so just bear with us there. A couple of these guys running different than their numbers. Landon Huffman going to the top of the board from Pinellas Springs, I believe South Carolina is where Mr. Huffman's from. You might recognize him from YouTube as he goes for a slide. Zach Woods also jumping up. Michael Bumgarner, last week's winner at the Five Flag Speedway, going to the top of the board early. It's Mark Keatman Jr. in the Texas Terrier. Lonnie Keglong's number 5, second lap time, going second quick. There's 16 cars taking qualifying time so far. Peyton Burkett in the downtown. Jim Brown, number 17, making his way through turns 3 and 4. Second lap time for Burkett. Going to slow down just a little bit. Chase Johnson in the number 83 machine, rolling out of turns 3 and 4 for his second lap. Going to slow down a little bit. Alex Sexton in the Dale Earnhardt K2 Ford Mustang, second lap time, going at 14:05. There's currently 27 cars taking a qualifying time. Jaden Russell on track now. In the Bubba Brooks, number 84. One of the cooler looking race cars here. You see the left side red, the right side blue, so a very interesting looking race car there. He jumps up to 17th quick on the board. As we get about halfway into this qualifying session, 29 cars taking time currently on track now. In the P1 Performance number 1. Out of Napanee, Indiana, it's Ryman Castle in the P1 Performance number 1, throwing it back to Mike Garvey. It's not liking lap number 1. He's going to slow it down. 30 cars on the board as of yet. Ryman Castle, 16:07, 31st quick on lap number 1, but obviously he's slowing down a little bit. He's going to have to make lap number 2 count, rolling through the center of 3 and 4. As he comes up out of turns 3 and 4, Ryman Castle jumps up to 10th quick on the tower, so move Ryman Castle out of the top 10 into the P1 Performance number 1. Chandler Hutchins on the track from Fort Wayne, Indiana, throwing it back to Terry Seneker. The Economy Auto Parts, Cornwell Tools, Seneca Performance number 37, getting slideways out of the corner. That might be trouble for Chandler Hutchins as he is 30th quick, close to that bubble. JJ Day in the Revitalize number 16 jumps up to 9th quick. A couple guys already out of the race. Zachary McKendry and Chris Schaefer not making the show. On the bubble, the 66 machine of Larry Sicard as Mike Ashby jumps up to the top of the board. Zach Hoyer in the 13 going to the 29th spot. As Adam Roberson in the the 28 car, Davey Allison throwback, jumps up to 30th place. Chandler Hutchins on the bubble now. As Ryan Matthews in the number 51 comes around to the green flag, the checkered flag. That bumps Chandler Hutchins out of the bubble. Is Ryan Matthews going quick time on lap number 2. Jimmy Gauker in the Dale Earnhardt number 2. Earnhardt winning his first championship in this car. Jimmy with the P1 Performance logos on. First lap time for Gauker. Going to go to 18th quick on the board. Enough to put him in the show. Ethan Wolf now in the Tri-State Disposal number 112, trying to make it into the show as we have 38 cars making a qualifying taking a qualifying lap. As Wolf first lap time going to go all the way up to 10th quick, put Ethan Wolf in the number 12 in the show. The rolls past our cameras down there on the inside wall. Second lap time for Wolf. Going to slow down just a little bit. There's a few cars not taking a time so far as we have 4 minutes left in qualifying. A lot of cars here at the Hickory Motor Speedway showing up for the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Take a moment to thank our sponsors, Kuko Esports, for putting up a purse for these drivers, as well as Brooks Motorsports, helping out with the league. So we are set, ready to go. A couple cars yet to qualify. Currently at the top of the board, Ryan Matthews in the number 9. Mike Ashby into the second spot. Michael Bumgarner. There's 32 cars making the A main here. A couple guys that aren't able to make the cut. Zach Coyer being the first of those. Damian Barrick, Chandler Hutchins, Larry Sicard, Matthew Zaleski, Zachary McKendry, and Chris Schaefer. A couple of the guys that have taken the time but not able to put their cars in the show. In a crazy field here of super late models at the Hickory Motor Speedway and the Brooks Motorsports Mid-South iRacing Tour Super Late Model Division. As that is going to wrap it up for the qualifying session. 32 cars going to make the field. We're going to have to go over a big grid rundown here in just a couple moments as the cars start to make their way onto the starting grid. Fast time going to Ryan Matthews in the number 9. So we'll make sure he's actually number 9 here in just a couple of moments. He is actually the number 51 machine, so we'll refer to him as the number 51. Go over our grid rundown here. And on the pole, in the number 57, it's Ryan Matthews, Mike Ashby, rolling off to his outside in the Jeff Gordon throwback. Michael Bumgarner and Chase Johnson going to make up row number 2. Row number 3 goes to the Texas Terry Labonte, number 5 of Mark Keatman Jr. to his outside, Hunter Harriet. Caden Tufts and Carter Russo make up row number 4. Landon Huffman and Ethan Wolf in row 5. Zach Woods and J.J. Day going to make up row number 6. Peyton Howell and Ryman Castle. Row number 7, Trevor Bowen, Alex Sexton. Dustin Smith, Kenneth Gucko in row number 9. Jimmy Gauker, Joseph Cizek. And rounding out the top 20, Drew Chance and Peyton Burkett, positions 21 and 22. Cooper Ward and Preston Boers. Making up row number 12, Jaden Russell and John Piet. Justin Haswell, Josh Smith, Peyton Hamlet, Jesse Henderson rounding out the top 30. The last 2 spots in the A main are Clay Bellamy and Adam Roberson. So as Mike Ashby and Ryan Matthews start to pull off his. We are set and ready to go here in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. As you see the field rolling off of turns 3 and 4, they are going to see the white flag this time by. They are going to get set and ready to go for 75 laps of racing here. As they head out of turns 3 and 4, the green flag is out. We are racing here at Hickory. You see the field rolling down into turns 1 and 2, and already the caution flag flying. As we'll take a look at what happened there. It looks like it's Justin Haswell in the number 85 machine, bringing out caution number 1. See, he gets into the gas, and the Haswell number 85 gets out of it. Another car was crashed there. He gets hit by Peyton Hamlet. And already not even 1 lap in, and we are under yellow here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Your leader, Ryan Matthews, in the number 51, able to hang on to the lead. As the field trying to get their lineup settled in, is a caution before the green flag was thrown there, so it's going to mess up just a little bit. We'll have to take some time to get the lineup ready before we go back green. It's a 32-car field here tonight. A lot of cars here for the 3/8 mile oval. We should put on a good show here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. I apologize, as on the scoring tower, it's going to show a couple more cars than the top 32. Show the guys that didn't make the race in qualifying. See the top 20 on the left side of your screen. As the field makes their way around and gets up to the iRacing.com pace car, we're going to get everything sorted out and ready to go, as we should be going back green in a couple laps. Thank you to everybody tuning in here tonight to the WD Broadcasting Network. a good show here in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Make sure you check them out on Facebook for updates every week and keep following and hopefully keep everybody going for the end of this season. It's an 11-week season here in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Next week in the Super Late Model Division, you'll see us at the Concord Speedway, in Concord, North Carolina. As the lights are on the iRacing.com pace car, we will get set and ready to go back green flag racing. So it's going to be Bill P, Ryan Matthews, and Mike Ashby leading us to the green. Matthews going nice and early. Everybody in the loud pedal green. Are back racing here at Hickory. The field goes through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway for the first time under green flag conditions. And Matthews able to get the edge there on Ashby as they head down the front stretch. Give lap number 10, lap number 9 to Ryan Matthews. It's Michael Bumgarner trying to make it a 3-car battle for the lead. Bumgarner going to have to back out. And Ashby able to get down into that second place spot. Mark Keeman Jr. and Kate Tubbs going at it for the last spot in the top 5. Tubbs on the bottom side, keeping up top as they head down the back straightaway. For our leader, Ryan Matthews, he is out the front right now, but it's a 32-car field. We're going to start seeing lap traffic very quickly here. So lap traffic definitely going to be a big factor in this one as we work lap number 12. Matthews, Ashby, Bumgarner, Johnson, and Tufts, your top 5. Single file out for most of the field. So we'll take a look. Alex Sexton battling with Jimmy Gallagher, the 2 Dale Earnhardt throwback cars. Gallagher on the bottom side in the number 2. Alex Sexton up top in the K2. Both cars in the P1 Performance team running in 15 and 16 spots as they go back through the field. Everybody's starting to get pretty single filed out. It's up front. Caden Tufts might have a problem here. Somebody might be having connection issues up in front here as the ticker jumping around. Still green here. Lap number 16. Matthews still up front. Ashby in that second spot. 75 laps. These guys definitely do not want to burn up their tires here. It is already hard to pass at the Hickory Motor Speedway, but it's just going to make it even harder if they burn those tires up early in the run. You see out of turn number 2 in the vision of the leaders there, lap traffic already becoming a factor here as Matthews and Ashby lead us to lap number 18. Tower here for a good look at the Hickory Motor Speedway as a lot of cars here tonight. Lap 19 now in the books. Lap 18. We work lap number 19. Ashby starting to get a little bit closer there to the back bumper of Ryan Matthews as contact out back for the 4th spot. Kate Tubbs getting into the back bumper of Michael Bumgarner, trying to get around for position number 4. A lot of action here on the speedway. Checking in out back, Trevor Bowman, Mobil 1, number 51. Looked like he might be the first car to go a lap down. There's a couple cars having connection issues. Might just be my PC with how many cars are on the racetrack. Not oftentimes on iRacing we'll see a battle for the top 20 spot, but here it is with Jaden Russell rounding out the top 20 as a couple guys trying to get up there, make their way through the field. As Matthews and Ashby working their way down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Hickory, a very, very fast track. You see just how close it is. 7 seconds back to our 20th place runner as Matthews working his way down the back straightaway, not having to deal with any lap traffic so far. You see him head down front straightaway, having a pretty comfortable gap to Mike Ashby in that second spot. They roll through turns 3 and 4 there. Shout out to our guys down on the wall, Kuko Esports and Brooks Motorsports. out with some pretty sweet cameras down at the bottom side of the racetrack. As we work lap number 27, we approach halfway in this one, folks, in the virtual stands. We want to know your thoughts and opinions on this one so far, as we've been green for quite a few laps here. Who do you got so far? Who are your early picks? Who are you rooting for? Anything you got to say, put it down in the comments section below. We'd like to see everybody tuning in, active, and having a good time here on the WD Broadcasting Network, as we are now 28 laps in, and so far Matthews has been out front for most of the race. Mark Heatman Jr., the last car in this first big pack, and Hunter Harriet and JJ Day battling it out. Zach Woods to the inside of Carter Russo for the 9th spot, as Woods backing off just a little bit. Russo and Davey Allison, number 28, in the 9th spot, trying to go forward. You see a big line of cars single file there, nose to tail. There's nowhere to pass as of now. Everybody clean and green through 30 laps here at Hickory. Mike Ashby railing in the leader, Ryan Matthews, in the number 51 machine, 51B, Trevor Bowen in their sights. Network, crank it up here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Everybody up on your feet, and it's time to crank it up here at Hickory. Crank it up as Ashby battles right there on the back bumper of Ryan Matthews for the top spot. Jesse Henderson up in front of them, trying to fight for his spot on the lead lap as we work lap number 38 of 75. Shout out to the Mid-South iRacing Tour for putting on a great show here so far in the Super Late Models. Ashby still right there, really close to Ryan Matthews, and then it's a little bit ways back to Chase Johnson in the number 83 machine, sitting in the 3rd spot. Up in front of them, the 22, Clay Bellamy, on the verge of going a lap down, and we have a caution flag. It looks like it's Ethan Wolf in the number 112, parked the wrong way up at the top of turns 1 and 2. We'll take a look at what happened. That puts us under caution here for the 2nd time here tonight at Hickory. Take a look. It looks like Wolf with Dustin Smith right behind him as they go into turns 1 and 2. Smith just trying to get a little bit too much too soon. Gets into the back or left rear quarter panel of Wolf in the number 112, and around he goes. As that puts us under the yellow flag for the 2nd time here tonight. A big break for the number 28 of Jesse Henderson. Triple H Racing graphics by WD entry. As he was on the verge of going a lap down. That caution there is going to help get back up to the tail end of the field. Still 29 cars on the lead lap here at Hickory. So the battle for the top 20 is still a very real thing, as you see it up on the left side of your screen here. It's Ryan Matthews from the pole, still able to lead so far in this one, as the field works their way through turns 3 and 4 under caution through the Kuko Esports, E-Motorsports camera. Once again, thank you, Kuko E-Motorsports, for putting up some cash for these drivers to race for. Also got to thank Brook Motorsports for putting this series on. A couple of the sponsors of the WD Broadcasting Network, P1 Performance and Graphics by WD. Thank you to everybody helping out here to put on a good show for the fans in the virtual stands. Folks, if you are interested in having one of your iRacing races broadcasted here on the WD Broadcasting Network, we have a few open slots throughout the week. So if you like what you see, looking for quality broadcast for your league, let us know and message us here on the WD Broadcasting Network. We can get your days worked out. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. It's going to be in the hands of Mike Ashby and Ryan Matthews in the number 51. Matthews in the loud pedal, Ashby right there with him. We are back racing here at Hickory. Ashby going to slot in front of Chase Johnson in the number 83 machine as everybody making it through turns 1 and 2 cleanly for now. As the field heads into turns 3 and 4 up on the top side. Michael Bumgarner last week's winner at 5 flags. Some contact made. Hunter Harriet trying to get through. Mark Keatman Jr. in the Texas Terry number 5. Almost going around. A good save there from Keatman as Russo up on the outside of Landon Huffman. As out back, Cooper Ward in the 99. Looks like he might have went around, and what a save from Ward. We saw him almost around there on the exit of turns 3 and 4 in the Signtech 99, able to keep it clean and green. He's back in the 17th position, trying to fight into the top 15. Back up front, Matthews. Oh, Henderson up the racetrack, the lap car. Jesse Henderson having some issues, is trying to get out of the way of the leaders. That's going to give Mike Ashby the lead, and as the caution flag flies, Mike Ashby will be the new leader. So take a look at what happens. Dustin Smith in the number 33. Looks like he might have had some contact. We'll take a look at what exactly happened here. It looks like not an actual incident on the track, but we'll go ahead and take a replay of what exactly happened to Cooper Ward in the Signtech number 99, as we saw him all kinds of sideways out of turn 4 a couple laps ago, and we'll get a quick replay of what exactly happened there. So we see him battling 3 wide with Zach Woods and Jimmy Gauger. Gauger just gets it in a little bit too hard. The 99 car, what a save from the field to keep it green, and we got one car that did go into the wall. I believe that was the number 25 machine. Yeah, it was the 25, Josh Smith making some contact there. This is the field under yellow for the 3rd time here tonight. Mike Ashby inheriting the lead after the move there from Henderson. Henderson was up, trying to get up and out of the way of the leader, but instead, the leader Ryan Matthews trying to go to the top side. Henderson had the same idea, so contact between those two puts the 00 of Mike Ashby in the lead. His lights on the iRacing.com pace car. For the 3rd time here tonight, 23 laps to go, folks. Give us your thoughts down below. So far, who you got to win as we approach 20 laps to go here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Is it going to be somebody that we've seen up front the whole race, or will it be somebody who's back in the 15th spot right now? We are going to find out soon, as we are ready to go back. Green flag racing. Pace car drops to the bottom side. Mike Ashby going nice and early. Everybody in loud pedal. We are back racing here at Hickory. Matthews trying to make the top side work. Harriet tag, center of the corner. A bunch of guys scrambling for the for the 5th spot. Is everybody able to make it through? It's Hunter Harriet now trying to work his way into the 4th spot into the inside of Michael Bumgarner. Bumgarner able to make it work for now on the top side as they head down the back straightaway. Harriet down low, Bumgarner up on the top side. This all for the 4th position. There's 19 to go at the stripe. Ashby still the leader, still Up on the top side is Michael Bumgarner in the 97. We saw him in victory lane last week. Now he's trying to battle for the 4th spot with Hunter Harriet. So still up there on the top side. Not a lot of times do you see on the iRacing.com simulator cars able to go side by side. Usually somebody is going to be able to peek ahead and clear the car on the top. As Bumgarner still hanging it out there on the top side, is not quite able to get the run off of the corner. It looks like Harriet is going to inherit the 4th spot. Caden Tufts in the Dale Jarrett number 88 looking at the bottom side there as well. 3 or 4 car battle for the 5th position. Mike Ashby up front still in the lead as he works lap number 40. Sorry, lap number 60. There's 15 laps to go at the stripe this time. Chase Johnson in the 83 into the 2nd spot, trying to get to the back bumper of Ashby. A little bit of contact there in the center of the corner. Chase Johnson looking racy here in the closing laps as he gets way better through the center, just not quite able to peek underneath the 00 of Ashby so far. As Ryan Matthews in the 51 also trying to make a bid for that top spot. Here comes Johnson looking at the top side as he gets a lot better through the corner as we have a caution. Clay Bellamy in the NOS Energy number 22. Slow on the front straightaway. We'll take a look at what exactly happened here. He's racing side by side with the 84 of Jaden Russell as they go into turns 3 and 4. Russell in the 84 just goes in a little bit too hot. Around goes the number 22. That's going to put us under yellow for the 4th time here tonight. Still up front, the Justin Brooks Designs 00. As we are coming to 10 laps to go. So a very quick race here at the Hickory Speedway, 75 laps, and we are already 10 laps to go. The race has only been going for about 20 minutes, so good field of cars putting up a very, very good race. And still 28 cars on the lead lap in this one. Last season's champion, who is going for the three-peat here in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Carter Russo having connection issues and dropping from the race. He's back in the 29th position, so he's going to have a DNF on week number 2. So white flag is up in the air. We're going to be coming back to green with 8 laps to go as the lights fall off on the iRacing.com pace car. And with this late race restart, it will be in the hands of Mike Ashby and Chase Johnson. Ryan Matthews in the catbird seat in the 3rd spot. And Hunter Harriet, your top 2 rows. We are back green. Johnson way sideways on the start. That checks up the whole outside lane. Is everybody able to make it through as Johnson spun the tires, a lot of it up on the top side. He's going to fall back into the 4th position. That's going to give Ryan Matthews another shot to get to the back bumper of Mike Ashby. 7 laps to go. Ashby, your leader. Ryan Matthews in the 2nd place spot. As caution flag is out, Alex Sexton in the Earnhardt K2 sitting the wrong direction in turns 1 and 2. So we'll take a look at what happened here. It looks like he was racing with the 19 of Peyton Hamlin as they went through turns 3 and 4, and he gets tagged and into the outside wall. Sexton going for a wild ride. And the melee unfolds in turns 1 and 2 as Sexton came up the track in a big way, and the rest of the field just not able to get anywhere else to go. As we'll go to our friends in the Goodyear blimp to find out just what happened there. As this is when they came out of turns 1 and 2. You see the K2 up on the top side of 3 wide with Cooper Ward and Peyton Hamlin. Hamlin just makes a little bit of contact. Sexton checking up off the corner right where Peyton Hamlin didn't expect, and he goes back up the track, and a lot of cars just know where to go. Some fenders tore up here, but we are under yellow for the 5th time here tonight. As we will be back racing here with, I believe, a green-white checkered finish. So not a lot of time for these guys to get going and back racing here at the Hickory Motor Speedway. As Ashby in the lead, we saw Chase Johnson drop all the way back to the 4th spot after sitting in 2nd on that restart. As 3 laps to go as they cross the stripe that time. I believe the field's going to double up here. The iRacing pace car lights might have gone off. We're going to check here as they roll through turns 1 and 2. Looks like they're still on. We're going to be coming to a green-white checkered finish. So, folks, with 2 laps to go, we're going to come back green. Who do we have? I'm going to personally pick that number 97 of Michael Bumgarner. He stole the win last week at the Five Flag Speedway after a crazy finish. Michael Bumgarner was able to slip by the controversy up front, and he claimed his first ever or maybe not his first ever. Let me go fact check myself right here. We'll take a look. Michael Bumgarner with 3 career wins. As the field going back to the green flag. We are racing 2 laps to go here. And we are already back under yellow. Jaden Russell and Kenneth Kuko turned around the wrong way. We'll take a look at what exactly happened. So this is our 2nd attempt at the green-white checkered finish, and we only have 2 here. So the race will end right here as we see everybody starting to go, and Jaden Russell, Kenneth Kuko in the number 99 already around. We'll take a look at what happened there. As Kuko was already around, we'll take a look at what exactly happened here. As here is a replay of the restart. You see Kuko up on top. The other 99, Cooper Ward, on the start. We take a look at what happened. Woods might have checked up just a little bit in the number 17. Jaden Russell would just know where to go as the 99 of Kuko stopping in front of him here. As we are going to have one more attempt at the green-white checkered. Is anybody going to be able to top Mike Ashby in the Justin Brooks Designs Elite Performance Industries 00? Still here with 25 cars on the lead lap. Under caution for the 6th time. We're going to be going back green with one final attempt at the green-white checkered. I got a feeling that things are about to get heated here at the Hickory Motor Speedway with a lot on the line here. We are going to see drivers start to make some crazy moves going for that top spot. I still stand by my pick, the number 97 of Michael Bumgarner, trying to make it 2 in a row here in the Brooks Motorsports Mid-South iRacing Tour. As he picked up the victory last week at the Five Flag Speedway. Folks, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here on the WD Broadcasting Network and the show that the Mid-South iRacing Tour puts on, make sure to give us a like and a follow on Facebook. Share us around, get some more interest in the network. Make sure you tune in nightly here, as you definitely do not want to miss the action on the WD Broadcasting Network as the field doubling up, and we are going green this time by final attempt at the green-white checkered finish. It'll be Mike Ashby, Ryan Matthews. Ashby going nice and early. Michael Bumgarner going to be able to get by Ryan Matthews as they go into turns 1 and 2. Is Matthews going around up top, and that's going to put us under yellow. And that will do it for this one, folks. They're going to come around to the white flag. Your winner here tonight will be the Justin Brooks Design 00 of Mike Ashby. The yellow flag flies. Mike Ashby going to put it in victory lane. Mike Ashby picking up his first career Mid-South iRacing Tour victory. It comes here tonight at the throwback race at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Michael Bumgarner following up last week's win with the 2nd place finish here tonight. Landon Huffman making his first start this season picks up the 3rd place finish. So we'll take a look at what happened there on that final restart. We saw the 51 of Ryan Matthews going around. So we'll take a look at what exactly happened to him as they went into turns 1 and 2 that time. As you see, Matthews with not a good start up on the top side. He's quite a ways off of Mike Ashby. They go into turns 1 and 2. It looks like Johnson in the 83 just gets in a little bit too hot. That checks up the whole field. That brings out the yellow flag. Just like that, the race is over here at the Mid-South iRacing, or at the Hickory Motor Speedway with the Mid-South iRacing Tour. As Mike Ashby burning it down in the Elite Performance Industries 00, throwing it back to Jeff Gordon here tonight. As Ashby picking up the victory, we'll go over a quick results rundown for you guys. As the race results popping up on the screen, you see the top 18 there. Mike Ashby picking up his first career Mid-South iRacing Tour victory. Michael Bumgarner, after winning last week, comes home in the second spot tonight. Landon Huffman, Caden Tufts, and J.J. Day will round out the top 5. Jimmy Gowker rebounding nicely from last week's DNF, going to finish in the 6th position. Cooper Ward, Dustin Smith, Joseph Cizek, and Drew Chance going to round out the top 10. Clay Bellamy and Peyton Hamlet are positions 11 and 12. Trevor Bowen and John Pete. Ethan Wolf rounding out the top 15. Rounding out the top 20 is Zach Woods and Zach Coyer and Adam Roberson, as well as Chase Johnson and Josh Smith rounding out the top 20. Jaden Russell, Ryan Matthews in the 21st and 22nd positions. Ryman Castle, Preston Boers, and Kenneth Kuko rounding out the top 5. Or top 25, sorry. We're having a few blunders here late in the broadcast. Rounding out the 32-car starting field will be Alex Sexton in the 26th spot in the P1 Performance Graphics by WD number 9. Hunter Harriet, the Elite Performance Industries 18, comes home 27th. The Texas Terry Labonte throwback Mark Keatman Jr. in the MK Performance number 5 comes home 28th. The other MK Performance car, Carter Russo, in the 29th spot. Rounding out the top 30 is the Outlaw Motorsports number 17 of Peyton Burkett. And rounding out the field is Justin Haswell and Jesse Henderson. Quite a few cars here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway with the Mid-South iRacing Tour. And as we step away for a brief break before we get to our interviews here with our top 3 competitors. As we are back at the WD Broadcasting Network at the Hickory Motor Speedway, getting ready for our post-race interview. Going to talk to our top 3 competitors here tonight. And first up, we'll bring in our third place finisher, Mr. Landon Huffman. In the booth now, Landon Huffman in the 77 machine tonight. Making your first start here with the Mid-South iRacing Tour this season. You're able to stay in the top 5 for most of the race, and when things got crazy at that last restart, you found yourself in that 3rd spot. Give us your thoughts going into that final restart and how you wanted to play it.
I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just hoping that they'd get together up front and I'd maybe get a way through, which they kind of did, but wasn't as much as I was hoping for.
Yeah, as we saw, you able to get up to the 3rd position, not enough time to get up to the back bumper of either of the top 2 cars to potentially make a late race move there, but still a 3rd place finish here in your opening night in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Anybody you got to thank that helped you get the number 77 machine on the podium here tonight?
Not really. Just Michael for getting me in this, and that's probably it.
Alrighty, well, folks, that was Landon Huffman, your 3rd place finisher here tonight. As we get ready to talk to our top 2 competitors, make sure you tune in next week to the WD Broadcasting Network. We'll be at the Concord Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, with the Mid-South iRacing Tour, another race you're not going to want to miss. And we will bring in our second place finisher, Michael Bumgarner, in the number 97. He picked up the win last week at the Five Flag Speedway after a drama-filled late race restart. Michael, you started in, I believe, let me fact check this really quick. You started in the 3rd spot. You got up to the 2nd spot, just one shot shy of your 2nd victory in a row here, but still nonetheless a good finish to back up your victory last week. What were your thoughts going into the final restart there?
Yeah, I really didn't know what was going to happen right there. As I knew we were going to have a good shot. I kind of got the restarts figured out, so I timed it pretty well and was right there where I needed to be. And just that caution kind of hosed me. I mean, I was right there on him. I was going to try to move him, maybe not wreck him, but at least nudge him out of the way and see if I get by him there at the end. But caution come out and kind of spoiled that. But other than that, just kind of tried to play it smart the whole race. Just try to save a little at the start. Kind of got roughed up a little bit, but nothing major. We rebounded, fell back to 5th, and just tried to stay out of trouble and see how it played out in the end, and we wound up 2nd right there. So wasn't a bad points night.
Yeah, definitely not a bad points night, as you were first in the first week, or the first week of the Mid-South iRacing Tour, and a 2nd place finish here tonight. You should be starting yourself off very nicely in the point standings. What are your thoughts going into next week at the Concord Speedway?
I don't know. Just I guess try to qualify up front and stay up front because I mean it gets pretty hectic there in the back, and with the good car counts we've been getting, it's so hard to if you get turned around or something, it's so hard to make your way back up through there. So just try to keep our nose clean and head on to the next one. See if we can snag us another win next week.
All righty. Well, congratulations on your 2nd place finish here tonight. And look forward to seeing you back next week. You always put on a show in the number 97, so good luck to you next week. Congrats tonight. And now we will talk to our winner here tonight, picking up his first career victory in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. Starting from the 2nd spot, your winner, Mr. Mike Ashby. Mr. Ashby, you started in the 2nd spot. Were able to inherit the lead after that controversy with the lap car with Ryan Matthews in the number 51, and when you got the lead, you just never looked back, and you were able to bring the Justin Brooks Designs 00 home in victory lane for the first time in the Mid-South iRacing Tour.
Yeah, it sucks that happened to Ryan. He was really fast all night. He had a really good car, but in the end, it worked out.
Yeah, and sometimes that's how it goes, especially at these tight little 3/8 mile ovals. You never know what you're going to have. You can never expect what's going to happen because the unexpected always happens. So you were able to inherit the lead, never looked back. You were able to ace those late restarts and put your 00 in victory lane. Anybody you got to thank that helped put the Justin Brooks Design 00 in victory lane?
Elite Performance Industries, Justin Brooks Designs, and everybody at Willen and Dillon Motorsports.
All righty. Well, congratulations on your victory here tonight. I've asked the other guys in here. We got Concord next week, a little bit of a funky racetrack compared to the 2 we've seen so far. What's your strategy going into the Tricky Triangle at Concord?
I'm really not a fan, but I guess we'll be getting a lot of practice this week trying to figure it out.
All righty, folks. Well, you heard it from Mike Ashby himself. Practice makes perfect, and he proved it here tonight at the Hickory Motor Speedway, picking up the victory. It was his first time in the Mid-South iRacing Tour. And folks, we would like to thank you for tuning in here to the WD Broadcasting Network. It was sure a blast having that good of a race with that many cars. These guys definitely put on one heck of a show at the Hickory Motor Speedway. So if you liked what you saw, make sure you give the Mid-South iRacing Tour a like on Facebook as well as the WD Broadcasting Network, and share both pages around to try and get some more awareness to this series. So thank you guys for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week. And everybody have a good week. And as always, y'all take it easy.